Okay, there we go. There we go. There was a bit of a standoff between Glyph and me. But first match, we're going back to our GOAT ribbon ring. Oh my goodness, we got a Helix, we got a ribbon girl. This is gonna be such a fun match. Oh, Glyph playing Helix. I love watching Helix. He is just so slippy and slidey. And then you've got that aerial combat from Ribbon Girl. That's her name. Oh. And they are doing exactly what I was hoping they would do. They are slipping, they are sliding, they are dodging. They are having a grand old time avoiding each other's hits. I'll say it is a tough matchup between these two because both of these characters, when played well, play so unpredictably. It is so hard to take a hit off of either one. Helix dipping down, dropping it low, trying to get that rush off. Gets blocked by that shield. Oh, and it just doesn't happen. Emperor now has full rush though. Looking for an opportunity to take that off of Emperor, but it can't happen right now. Gets it out of, oh, that was such a sticky situation with that left arm disabled, but able to dodge out of it, avoid getting hit, and then landing that rush. We love to see it. Sending that Helix flying with that popper. And Glyph managing to keep the distance. Both players were trying their hardest to zone each other out and just get that one. Emperor just needed to get that 1-2 hits to drop Glyph down and stall out the match, but it just doesn't happen. Glyph says no and gets that rush on. Both players starting pretty strong with the zoning game. Emperor already with that rush charge. We'll see if he gets a good opportunity to pop it against that Helix. Helix was thinking it was going to happen though and went for that grab. Said no, not going to happen. But both are pretty content to stand back and really throw hands from across the room. Really making sure they are keeping their distance, not getting too close, not being in a position where their movements can be predicted too easily. Because that's the name of the game with Helix and Ribbon Girl is moving around a lot, going up and down, staying unpredictable, and getting that grab off. And again, Glyph. Has Glyph missed a grab yet? No, and a third one this match. Both players got rush. Glyph goes for it. Maybe he should have gone for a grab instead, but that's okay. Both players pretty evenly tied. Glyph getting another hit in. And blocks that rush successfully. Oh, it's so close. Glyph just needs a couple more hits, but Emperor can bring this back at any point. Both almost down to their last little sliver of health. Glyph popping that rush to try to get it off him, but doesn't really matter. Glyph has a little bit more health in the end and ends up taking match 1. All right, and these fellas want to keep doing randoms, probably. So we're going to add in the rest of them to the mix. I think Spring Stadium is legal. It is a legal counter pick. We got every stage that matters. Let's go, boys. And we go into Temple. Not the most exciting match for map for round 2, but I'll take it. It's actually, with this matchup, really fun map. Small, confined, you got some pillars for them to dance around in. What isn't to love? What isn't to love? And both so far staying away from the pillars for the most part, not really using them to hide behind. They were staying focused in the center there up until Emperor is forced to move a little bit over to the left, and we are finally getting some movement in the map. Oh, Glyph doing the helix jiggle around that pillar, making himself trying to be avoidable while becoming unavoidable himself. Truly the epitome of never let them know your first move. Both of them got some rushes. We'll see if either one can get around this pillar to successfully land it, or if we're just going to keep dancing around the maypole here. Doesn't really matter once we break it, though. The one less thing to hide behind, and so far both pretty content to stay back there. And already in round one, we are down four pillars. We are down 4 pillars. It is just a straight no hiding, man-to-man, fist-to-fist, full combat action. Neither really eager to use their rush. And as I start to say that, Emperor does it. Brings Glyph down to having minimal health. But Glyph gets the rush off, takes that first round. We love to see it. Now, round two here in Temple, going to be a bit of a different matchup because there is nothing for these two to hide behind and dance around. It is going to be straight mono a mono the entire time. And Emperor showing that, able to immediately get that grab right off of Glyph. Glyph trying to return it, but no, he gets blocked. Glyph having a bit of a harder time avoiding getting hit now that those pillars are gone. Slowly getting some chip damage off of Emperor with two grabs back to back. That's crazy. That's crazy. Emperor knocking him back though, making sure there is plenty of room in between them for when that rush is just ready to pop. It is charged, but not necessarily ready to go. Both of them can go and pop that at any time. There it is. But Glyph comes out on top. Glyph comes out on top. Emperor thought he could maybe get that first hit in to knock him out, but it just doesn't happen. Both players, again, really keeping their distance. It makes perfect sense for Emperor down to that last shred of health, but he does end up getting hit, and Glyph ends up taking the second match of their bracket tonight. We've got one more to go. I want to go ahead and assume that they're going to run randoms again because they're that kind of fellas. They're that kind of showmen. And we'll see what happens. We'll see where the night takes us. I am all for it. I dig it. I dig it. But why does everybody always want randoms? And nobody ever says, Brett, you choose the stage for us. It's a little cringe in my opinion, but that's okay. Maybe someone will ask me tonight. Someone will finally ask me to do it. And we're going to sparring. This will be an Emperor bursts up the Twintel. This will be an interesting matchup. Both characters very, very mobile and very reliant on being able to move, and there's just not a whole lot of room to do that here in Sparring Ring. Emperor deploying that aura to avoid those hits. It ends up working, but only for so long. Glyph having a hard time actually getting that hit off of Emperor while he's just standing there, building up his aura, farming it, becoming stronger. I say as now Glyph has no issue getting hits off, getting a rush off, and dropping that health down, but Emperor returns it himself. He sends his regards and gets that rush off of farms that aura some more, gets that shield, and continues continues avoiding getting hit. Man, I tell you, these two, they make it look so easy. Glyph, he makes the Helix wiggle look so easy. Emperor makes aura farming look so easy. But there's a reason I'm in the booth, folks. There's a reason I'm in the booth. Watching these two wait for the best time to pop their rushes. We'll see if there it is from Emperor getting that health off of Helix, bringing him closer, bringing the two a little bit more even. Before, I didn't think Glyph popping that rush would be a possibility, but now it's a little bit more tempting to make sure this round goes to him. We'll see if he gets the hit. We were going to see if he can stall it out, but he didn't need to. He didn't need to. All right. And second round. Starting while I'm busy typing in the YouTube chat. Emperor getting that rush off first thing, getting that immediate advantage against Glyph. Oh. That is a heck of a comeback from starting with the first round with your left arm disabled. I think this is one of the few games where you can say then there's like perfect context. Perfect context, but Emperor remaining close to full health. Close to full. Glyph has not been able to get too many hits off of him so far. We'll see if Emperor now has his rush. Are either of these gonna pop it out of desperation to end this round quickly? And there it is from Emperor. There is the end of the round. Maybe not so much out of desperation, but there was definitely a utility to it that made sure that dub happened. Now it's round 3. It is anyone's game. If Glyph wins this, he moves on to the next bracket and winners. Emperor, if he wins it, we're going off to round 4. Maybe seeing a comeback like Prince versus SNG. We will see. We will see. Both dancing around, dodging each other's throws with maximum ease up until Emperor gets that grab. Are we going to see it again? Are we? No. We're just going to see the electric pop off, knocking that Helix down. There we go. There is one big rush. A Glyph has his own now fully charged. We'll see if he feels the need to pop it anytime soon, or if he ends up waiting a little bit later into the match, if he can get Emperor down enough. And there it is. He fully gets that 255 right there off of Emperor, bring them back to being more even. Emperor landing the grab though, putting that distance right back into place as if that rush didn't even matter, and bringing Glyph within two punches of his life. We'll see if Emperor can stick the landing and get the win, get the rush. But instead just gets just enough chip damage to where if he can just get this one last hit. Both of them. One more hit, and there it is from Emperor, getting Glyph, winning the round, and taking us to round 4. Round Quattro. And if I know them, they're gonna say random again. Yep. They're just randoming it. They are just going straight for it, invigorated by the crazy match that we just saw, heading right into Spring Stadium for round 4. Round four. I'm sure both these players are a little bit happy to be off of the constraints of Sparring Ring, getting into a much bigger map with a lot more mobility for both of them. Helix hopefully going to be able to take advantage of the trampolines all the way around the stage, really working those into his moveset to be a little bit more slippy slidey. Both so far being pretty even, trading blows and avoiding them all the same without actually being able to hit each other at... Man, I swear, Commentator's Curse is strong with me, because as soon as I get into a rhythm of saying something, they go and prove it wrong every single time. But that is okay. They both have rushes. They are both ready to pop them, looking for that good opportunity, and there it is from Glyph. But he's not able to land it, is able to successfully shield right off of Emperor, though. Everybody just taking a little bit of chip damage, keeping this matchup pretty even. Pretty even. Getting that extra 20 right there off the trampoline. Love to see it. And again, textbook. Almost makes it too easy, Emperor does. Getting that extra bit of damage. Going for the grab off the trampoline. Extra damage. Man, right there. That is textbook Spring Stadium gameplay. That's why I love this map. And Glyph. Both of them popping off the rush, trying to combat each other, but Glyph coming out on top. Both fairly even. Emperor is a little bit lower, but but could still bring it back. He just needs to land a couple of hits within the next 3 seconds. Ooh. And there we go. Timer time's out. Glyph just has that little bit of extra health. Remained unhittable during that last part of the match, and he takes it. Both starting out pretty strong with a solid slurry of arms. Glyph, no nonsense this time, just going straight double gloves right into the rush. Very easy to hit, very easy to make sure Twin Tail is taking that straight to the face for that full extent of damage. But now Emperor, I imagine, isn't too happy about that. Pops that rush, ends up returning his own, getting that 325 and that extra 20 off the trampoline. Now, we'll see if Glyph is a little lower, but if last round is anything to go off of, he is able to bring this back at any point. Any point. Once he gets locked into that zone where he can get that Twin Tail and get those punches right to her face, as long as he ain't getting stunned and getting grabbed, it is looking a little grim for our boy Glyph. He is down to his last bit of health. Both players have their rushes up. If Glyph really needs to wait for a good opportunity to get this rush off. It is one way to victory. It is not the only way, but it is maybe the best way. Emperor could end this at any point by successfully landing his own rush. Man, it could go either way within these next 8 seconds. And there it is. There's that rush, and it ends the round. Both of them tied here in round 4. Next round we'll take it. We'll see whether or not Glyph gets to advanced, or if we're going to round 5. And Glyph starting strong with the rush, getting it right out of the way, but getting stopped by that shield and a grab while he's recovering from it. Not a fantastic way to start a match, but there is plenty of time. There is 80 more seconds in this match for Glyph to play and knock down Emperor. Glyph maybe getting a little hasty, little aggressive, putting out a non-stop onslaught of gloves. There's just not a whole lot that Emperor can do. Blocks that rush with a shield, has our own to go and put up, and there it is. Glyph blocks it back. Nobody is getting any hits off of these rushes today. There is not a single thing happening past chip damage in this match. Both dancing around in the air, avoiding each other's hits. And there it is from Glyph. He ends up landing that rush, putting it into the chip damage curse, and playing very, Very aggro against that twin tail. It pays off. Glyph ends up taking the round and advancing to the next match in winner's bracket. Emperor going down to that lower bracket. We'll be seeing him a little bit later tonight, I am sure.